Hi there, welcome to Huson DIY. In this video, we're looking at a new Beko Heat Pump Tumble Dryer. Okay, so we have got an old vented tumble dryer in the house. We've had it for 10 years. I don't think it's very economical and we still do need it for some drying. So we've invested in a new heat pump tumble dryer, Beko one. So this video I'm going to install it, show how it works, show you which model we've got, and the kind of our first impression using the heat pump tumble dryer, because obviously this heat pump technology is pretty new, so there's a little bit of nervousness around whether it's actually any good. So first of all, I'll show you where it's going. We'll get the tumble dryer out and try and get it into position. Okay, so we're downstairs in the kitchen area at the moment. We're going through to the porch in a minute to set up this tumble dryer. I just wanted to confirm first of all the make and model. So it's a Beko. It's a 7 kilogram heat pump tumble dryer. The model number is DTLP71151W. We bought ours from AO.com. I'll put a link in the description to where we got it from. We've shopped around a little bit. Probably we tried to get the best one we could get for the money. 7 kilogram seemed to be reasonable, and we were restricted on the depth and the height we have in the cupboard, which I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so this is where we do our washing and drying. We've got a washer in here. So a washing machine in there. That's just a Hoover H-Wash 300 light. And then in the second cupboard here, we've got this. An old Beko 6 kilogram vented tumble dryer. So we're going to get this out of there and then the new one put in. Hopefully I'll be able to wiggle it out of there. I might have to take these little magnetic clamps, magnetic door stops off. But we'll try and get this out now and then bring the new one in. Okay, got it out, a bit of wiggling, a bit of shaking. Took the front panel of the cupboard off. I knew I'd done it for a reason. It were only pinned in, and it's done in sections, so it just gets rid of the little lip at the front of the cupboard. So I'm going to say I did that on purpose when I installed it. I'll put a link to the video actually of doing the cupboards, because I did a video on building these new cupboards in the porch. So it's out, the hole's there. Hopefully the new one goes in a little easier than the old one came out. If not, I'll have to cut a bit of wood away, I think, just a bit of slide it in. But I'll go have a look now at the new dryer. This is a new dryer, delivered from AO.com. Beko, well packaged up, no problems at all. So I'll get it a bit closer to the house and then unpackage it there so I don't end up scratching it, because I will be lifting it on my own. Okay, before I bring the new one in, just to show you, I've just put in just a bit of a wooden panel, glued it around the edge onto the wall. Put some insulation in there to stop the breeze coming through from the outside. I want to totally block it up anyway. That's just a temporary measure just to stop the draft coming through with the open hole. So bring in the new dryer now, which is just out there. Okay, just a little update. I'm gonna have to cut this piece of wood out here. I think it's just won't squeeze in. So I got the old one out. I just ragged it out and didn't manage to scratch it. Didn't mind scratching it, but this one I don't really want to scuff and scratch it, and I might damage the front face of the wood going in as well. So I'm gonna cut the bottom piece out, just nice and trim cut at each side, because the lip goes back on and then covers the gap anyway. So I'm going to cut that off, and I'll just be able to slide it really easily in, because it does fit under the lip, it does fit in. It just because I've created that lip when I did the cupboards, it won't go in as it is. So I'll trim that off now. Okay, wood's off, chopped it off, got it right to the bottom. I was going to slot that back in and pin it back down. So I did just pin it when I installed it, thinking that I might have to take it out one day. So that's come out quite easily. So I'll measure up this washer now. I'm going to show you the measurements of it. Because I know when we were looking for a dryer, it obviously needed to be the perfect size. especially the depth. The depth we're quite restricted on. So I'll show you the actual measurements of it, just to give you an idea if you are looking yourself. Sometimes the measurements on the websites can be a little bit misleading. So let me show you them now, just to give you a really accurate idea. Okay, so the depth. We'll measure from that back ledge. So the back ledge to that front corner is 45.2. But if I had to get from where the door, edge of the door is, here, to the very back where there's a little lip, I'll see what that measurement is, just to give you an idea. So that's more like 50 centimetres. So from that edge of that door there to the back here, where there's a little bit of bulkhead, obviously where the machine works, is 50, maybe 50 and a half centimetres. So it's 505 millimetres. And then the height. .83 from the bottom of that to the top of there, 83.8. And then the width. The width is 59.5. Okay, so just to give an idea of measurements. Just sometimes, as I say, they can be a little bit misleading on websites. But that's exact measurements. I'll put them in the description as well, just in case I wasn't very clear. Okay, I just want to show the back of it as well, because I struggled to find a picture of the back of it. It's got this plastic kind of bulk here that pops out, protrudes out, and you've got this insulation. It's like underlay, carpet underlay, which might be for the sound deadening and just some protection on the back, I'm guessing, as well. You also got the plug just here, obviously hooked in just for travel purposes. That's it. So that's everything on the back. There's nothing more you can get to really on the back. Okay, just to show you the front. Obviously you've got the tray at the top where you can empty the water out of. The dial. I've just plugged ours in now, so it's actually on. It's working, just to check it's powered. It came with some polystyrene up inside it, which I pulled out just to stop it, I think, it moving in transit. It comes with some instructions, which I'll have a look through now. But just to show you, it does come with a hose, so you can put the water hose on to take water away from it. I'm not going to do that with ours because it's a bit of a stretch at the back of the, let me show you, back of the washing machine to get to the actual drain. So I think we'll just use it out of this tray for now. We'll see how we get on. If we don't like it, we can always pull it out and put that hose on. So I'll have a quick look through the instructions and let you know if there's anything interesting in there. Okay, I had a quick look through the instruction book, nothing crazy in there. It does talk about fixing the hose, which is done around the back down here. You pull that out, plug your hose in, and then connect it to a drain. But other than that, nothing much. So we'll slide it in and make sure it's all working. Okay, so it's in now, installed in there, looking good, fits perfectly, height, wear, width, depth, etc. Brought it forward just away from the back wall as far as I can for now. So what I'm going to do, as if by magic, I've got a wash that's just finished. So I'm going to use that wash in the dryer and have a look at the programs. There's about 4 million programs on there, and decide which is the best program for it. Okay, so I've got a dressing gown in here, a tea towel, a few undies and knickers. So nothing major, it's not like really full or anything. But the one I'm going to go for, if I show you the guide, is this one. This Synthetics Cupboard Dry. Shirts, t-shirts, tablecloths. We'll go for that one. It reckons 75 minutes drying time. So we'll see what goes on there. Okay, so on the front you've got the different sections. You've got the synthetics, cottons, you've got towels, etc, etc. So I'm going to go to Synthetics Cupboard Dry. Really easy with that dial. Comes up with 55 minutes on the clock. So I'm going to press that sticker on there. Press the start button. And away we go. Okay, immediately it's miles quieter than the our old one, our vented one. Tons quieter. I don't know if you can even hear that really on the camera. I'll put the camera closer. But it's definitely quieter than our old vented dryer. I'd say half as quiet. Okay, from an energy use perspective, obviously the heat pump ones are supposed to be a lot more economical. So if we put our old vented one on, this would be red. It'd be up here at red. And obviously it would stick at red for quite a while because it'd take, you know, a good hour probably to dry stuff. This is sitting down in the green. So there's nothing else really on in the house, obviously fridges, freezers, etc. I've got no, I've not got the washer on or the dishwasher or anything like that, so you can see how it's sitting up there. 1, 2, 3, kind of 7 bars up on the energy monitor. I'll quickly pause it and we'll see how much it drops. Okay, so I pause the dryer, you can see obviously it's dropped there. It's gone down to 3 bars, so it is obviously using some power, obviously. It's not exactly using nothing, but it's massively reduced from that vented tumble dryer we used to have. So straight away, we're not going to use it the same, if not more, but we definitely will be using less power when we're using it. You can see that straight away. Okay, so the dryer's on, it's just through there now. You probably can't hear it because it is really, really quiet. To be fair, really impressed with the quietness. Obviously, it's a much newer dryer than we had before, so it's going to be more modern, better anyway. But really happy with that, so it's looking good. We'll keep an eye on energy use, but it's looking good so far, especially at the moment with the energy price crisis. Okay, just to confirm, this has been the installation and setup of the Beko Heat Pump Tumble Dryer. It's the DTLP71151W. Hopefully this video has been useful if you're looking at heat pump tumble dryers or looking at the Beko tumble dryer specifically. If it has been useful, if it's been a good video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, that'd be really appreciated. If not for any reason, give it a dislike, give it a thumbs down. Any questions about the dryer, any questions about the install or the setup I've done, drop them in the comments section. I will get back to all questions in there. If you want to follow the channel along for other installs of other home electronics, DIY projects, crafts, etc., hit that subscribe button and we'll see you on the next video.